Let's look at question number 6 in Classkick for today. It says Eloise correctly estimated the product of 23 and 42 hundredths and 7 and 85 hundredths. She rounded 23 and 42 hundredths to the nearest 10 and 7 and 85 hundredths to the nearest whole number and then multiplied. What was Eloise's estimate? And then down here it says, what is 23 and 42 hundredths times 7 and 85 hundredths? So they want us to do the actual multiplication. So let's first find the estimate. So I'm going to round 23 and 42 hundredths to the nearest 10. And that would be where the 2 is. So I'm going to look directly to the right and say, okay, what am I going to do? Am I going to let it lay low or am I going to bump it up? And it's a 3, so I'm going to let it lay low. So I'm going to say 20. And then I'm going to round my 7 and 85 hundredths to the nearest whole number, which is this digit right here. So I'm going to take a look directly to the right. And it is an 8. And that 8's going to tell me, do I let the 7 lay low or do I bump it up? Well, I'm going to bump it up. I'm going to give it a shove. So 7's going to become an 8. So 20 times 8, and if you don't know this off the top of your head, it is absolutely okay to kind of write it out because it's still pretty quick, okay? It's still pretty quick. So 160 is our answer, okay? I actually, just a little tip for you. I thought, wait a second, what's 8 times 2? 8 times 2 is 16, and then I added that extra 0. That was my quick mental math. So 160. So this is our estimate, okay? Now down here, it wants us to find the actual real answer. So the exact answer, I should say. So let's go ahead and set this problem up, 23 and 42 hundredths. You guys know that when you're multiplying decimals, we set it up just like a regular multiplication problem, and we ignore the decimals at first. Okay, we're going to ignore the decimals and carry on with the multiplication. So let's do that. 5 times 2 is 10, carry my 1. 5 times 4 is 20, plus the 1 is 21. Carry my 2. 5 times 3 is 15, plus the 2 is 17. 5 times 2 is 10, plus my 1 up there is 11. All right. Moving to the next place, and I'm going to put in that 0 to hold the place. So then 8 times 2 is 16, carry my 1. 8 times 4 is 32, plus my 1 is 33, carry my 3. I'm trying to keep it all nice and lined up. 8 times 3, oh, I used that too. 8 times 3 is 24, plus my 3 is 27, carry my 2. And 8 times 2 is 16, 17, 18, plus the 2, mark those off because I used them. All right, on to my next position, my 7. Okay, so 7 times, oh, I got to put in my holders here. So, because it's really not, I'm going to put in 2 because I moved over 2 places. So 7 times 2 is 14, carry my 1. 7 times 4 is 28, plus that 1 up here is 29. Carry my 2. 7 times 3 is 21, plus the 2 is 23. Carry my 2. 7 times 2 is 14, 15, 16. Whew, I got it. See, now to me, this is the fun part of math. Okay, let's now add together all of those partial products we got. So 0, 0, 0, I got 0. 1 and 6 and 0 is 7. 7 and 3 is 10, and 4 more is 14. Carry my 1. This one, I always do this. I always like 9 and 1 is 10, and then 17, and then 18. 8 and 2 is 10, and 3 more is 13. 6, 7, 8, and bring down my 1. And now I'm not done yet. I have to go back and I need to count how many places have decimal positions. So in this factor, there's 2. And in this factor, there's 2. So I have 4 decimal positions altogether. So now down here, I need to take my decimal that's right here and move it, scoop it 1, 2, 3, 4 times. I want to take away that original. And now my final answer is 183.8470. And let me compare it. 160, it's not terribly far off. 183, yep, not terribly far off. So there we go. Check yours, make sure yours looks like mine, and if it doesn't, make some changes.